Hello, Castlers. Elodefo7 here again to highlight a game that was completed on April the 8th. An in-club matchup between four-time LC Women's Champ Kelbell 2385 and the number 32 ranked Jamaldonovan. Let's get into it. Kelbell starts off with 1e4. The King's Pawn opening, a nice opening that immediately controls the center and opens up the light squared bishop right here, and the queen, often leading to sharp games. Jamaldonovan counters with 1e5. This common move establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark squared bishops. As you can see, here's the dark squared bishop right here. Got lanes to attack here. Okay, so next comes knight f3, attacking the e5 pawn. And then knight c6, played by Jamal. Jamal's got the black, Kelbell white pieces. Moving right along. Bishop c4, played by Kelbell, is the Italian game. She is attacking Jamal's f7 pawn while preparing to castle quickly. Jamal then comes back with bishop c5, played JD, I call him JD. Jamaldonovan is easier for me. JD plays bishop to c5. Transposes this opening into the Juco piano game. JD's bishop is attacking the f2 pawn and helps control the important d4 square. So you got that knight, the bishop, pawn, all putting pressure on it or attacking that d4 square. Okay. You have d3 from Kelbell. Queen f6, good move from JD as he develops his queen and puts it on a more active square. Kelbell then castles, getting her king to safety. d6. Kelbell then plays the best move, which is knight g5. I like that. It threatens to win material. We got the knight threatening this f7 pawn, and the bishop right here on c4, also threatening the pawn on f7. Good move, Kelbell. Then you have knight h6. Good move from JD, protecting that pawn on f7. Then Kelbell unfortunately commits a blunder playing knight d2. This blocks the bishop that was protecting her knight on g5. And you can see the eval bar went way down. It's 3.6 for black, so this is winning for black. JD's going to take advantage of that as he plays queen takes g5 on his next move, taking her knight for free. Poor Kelbell, I feel for her. It's one thing I hate doing, it's hanging pieces, but this is chess, it happens. You just learn from it. Knight f3 attacks JD's queen on the next move. And that's good, she's gonna play it out. If she can blunder, he can blunder. Queen h5 from JD, moving the queen out of harm's way. Bishop takes h6. And then you have g takes h6, even trade. a3 from Kelbell. JD pins a knight to the queen, good tactic. Kelbell tries to kick the bishop away with h3, but then JD plays this brilliant move, bishop takes h3, sacking his bishop. If Kelbell takes with the pawn, JD can take back with queen. And if KD takes the bishop with the pawn, he takes back. And then this rook is eventually coming to this file right here. And then you could just look for mating patterns. But let's get back to the game. Let's see what she did, actually. Okay, so Kelbell did take. G takes h3 with her 12th move. And JD takes back with his queen. And then you have knight h2. Yeah, she plays knight h2, which is actually a mistake by Kelbell. This allows a forced checkmate in 8 moves with the lines. Let me see the main line here. Yeah, I see. As you can see, the eval bar says mate in 8. So let's see what the line is right here. So that's what do we have? There's 13. Rook g8 check. Queen g4. That's forced. Rook takes g4 check. Knight takes g4. These are all forced moves. Queen takes g4. King h2. King east. What we have here? King h2, and then you have king e7. And then you'd have bishop takes f7. And then you have king takes f7. Rook g1. And then you'd have queen to h4. Queen to h4 check, excuse me. And then you have king g2. Okay, rook g8. Check. King f1. And then you have the coup de grace. Yeah, this makes sense. King takes f2 checkmate. So yeah, that all makes sense. Mate and 8. Let's see if that actually went down though. So JD does play rook g8 check, which is excellent. He's following the script. Knight g4 from Kelbo, going away from the script. This actually is the best move, the engine says. h5 is excellent, but rook takes g4 check. Rook takes g4 check would have been better. Would have been a faster mate. b4, Kelbo not threatening the bishop, threatening JD's bishop. And then you have rook takes g4. JD finally drops the hammer. Queen takes g4 is forced. Queen takes g4 check, continues the checkmate threat for JD. Then you have king h2. Queen f4 check. You got mate in 6 here, according to the eval bar. King g2. And you got, keep castle queenside. I like that. Castle queenside, excellent move from JD, getting his rook into the game. B takes c5. Kelbo gobbles up the hanging bishop, but JD doesn't care because he has mate in 3 moves. But can he spot it? Rook g8 check, that's one of them. King h1 by Kelbo. Not the best move. King h3 was. King h3 was moving his king to here, moving her king to here, but she moved it to king h1. But it was only delaying the inevitable. Instead of mate in 2, it's mate in 1, and JD employed the coup de grace with queen h4 checkmate. Bam. On his 20th move of the game. So a well-played game from Jamaldonovan, who played at a 90% accuracy according to chess.com. That's why I wanted to highlight the game. Jamaldonovan actually gained 20 points from this matchup with the win, while Kelbo unfortunately lost 11 points off her rating in this game. But, I'm sure she'll learn from it. And that's the game. So, just an outstanding display of chess from Jamaldonovan. If chess.com is saying you're playing at a 90% clip, then that's great. That's commendable. Before I go, I'd like to thank our contributors, DLH7065, Bud Light 45, and Rock Dorn. It's because of you Let's Castle continues to prosper. I'd also like to thank my fellow scribes, Juanita Mann and Miss O, for their outstanding contributions to the articles that we read. I'd also like to give shout outs to Tegan Martinez, Stats 1203, Alexis, Miss Lightsy, YDTD, my sister, and last but not least, my mom, for their unwavering support. I really appreciate it. So that's going to do it for tonight's game review. I'm Eladef07 saying good night, and I'll see you next time.